Here's Johnny.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another budget guitar show. And today we're looking at the Blackstar Fly 3 mini amp special edition. Now, looking at this, how many of you can tell why I chose this particular colour? So what have we got? Well, if you have a look here, you have your power, you have a line out emulated, which is also a headphone socket, you have a line in to plug in an MP3 player, you have delay, which this controls the rate of delay, and you have an on-off switch for it. You have this thing here, the EQ, which also says ISF. Now basically what that does, it's like a tone control, where if you want to get sort of martially British type tones, you would turn that clockwise. Anti-clockwise makes that sound more American, a bit like a Mesa Boogie or a Fender amp. You have your volume level right there, a gain control, and a switch just above, which is your 2-channel selector, so you can have clean or overdrive. You have your input socket there for your guitar. On the back there is a battery compartment which uses 6 AA batteries. Now these do come supplied with the amplifier itself. There's an extension socket there where you can actually plug in another one of these amps and turn the 3 watt into a 6 watt stereo. Unfortunately they don't supply the lead for that. There is a DC power socket. Now this will run on 6.5 volt power. I'm going to try and pick one of those up as soon as I can, because I don't really trust the battery option unless I'm taking it out anywhere. It's pretty lightweight, but still has a bit of weight to it. Now, the reason why I picked one of these up is because normally here in my little studio I'm using my Fender Mustang 4 amp, which is it's heavy, it's huge, it's loud, and I thought I want something a bit smaller for being in this room, so I can sit and jam to myself, you know, all the time really. So I went for this. It was £60, and I bought this from Amazon. Now I'd seen other videos here on YouTube about this amp, and I could not believe the sounds that were coming from it, because previously I'd been using this orange Micro Crush, which again is a 3 watt amp, but I really do not like the sounds that were coming out of this. I've never sort of got on with it really, but I do keep it around because it is a nice little thing to have, and should I ever wish to use it, it's here. But I'd seen the sounds coming out of the Blackstar on various videos, and I have to admit it sounded great. So let's plug it in and we're going to do a deep dive test in every way that I can with this amp. So let's start off now. Okay, so while testing this amp today, I'm going to be using the Harley Benton HB 35 Plus with the coil split facility, so we can get a sense of the sounds from this amp with single coil and double coil pickup. Okay, for this first test we're going to take room sounds and we're going to start off on the clean channel. I'm not sure whether you can see the dials and how they are set. I hope so. So we're going to check this out clean. Now we're going to try that single coil. Okay, let's move the EQ a bit to more of a British tone and try that again. And now on single coil. So far I don't think it's sounding too bad for a little practice amp, and the volume is not even all the way up. Now let's get the room sounds using the gain. Okay, so the gain setting is up halfway, the volume is up halfway, the EQ is in about the 1 o'clock position. So let's give this a go with the humbucker pickups. And now single coil. Okay, now let's alter some of the settings here. Let's get the gain up to the 3 o'clock position. Bring that volume down slightly. And the EQ setting at about the 2 o'clock position. And let's see what we get here. And now on the single coil. Okay, let's alter that. Let's stick the gain up full. We will turn the volume up to the 12 o'clock position. EQ will turn to the 3 o'clock position. And let's see what we get now. into the single coil. And now let's bring the EQ all the way over to the 6 o'clock position, where this should be an American sounding style amp, and see what we get. And now that with single coils. So again, it's not sounding too bad here in the room. I'll just fiddle with that EQ slightly and maybe back off on the gain to the 3 o'clock position. Hell, let's stick the volume all the way up and see what we get. So yeah, that is a loud 3-watt amp. Let's put the EQ back to about the 2 o'clock position. Now let's run this with a bit of delay. So we'll switch the delay level up to the 12 o'clock position, and the time of the delay up to the 6 o'clock position. Let's bring that up to the 12 o'clock position, delay. So as you can see, there's some great delay coming out of it. Let's bring the delay up to 3 o'clock. So yeah, there's some lovely delay coming out of this. Let's take the delay level all the way up and see what we get now. Okay, so those were the room sounds of that amp, and blimey, it pushes out a bit of sound, I can tell you that. And while maybe I don't have the same sort of settings as some of the videos that I've seen, it does sound pretty much like what I heard in those videos. Now, of course, we're going to do a few more tests here with the emulated line out, and we're going to test it being mic'd up and recorded. So let's crack on with those tests right now. With that little test, we can deduce it sounds great mic'd up, and I think it sounds really good, and I can see me using it when I'm doing my guitar tests and reviews for this channel. So let's crack on with one more test, the emulated line out. Now what I'm going to do is attach that to my Fender Mustang 4 amp, which is 150 watt amp, and we're going to see room sounds, what that comes out like. Okay guys, so there you have it, the Blackstar Fly 3 mini amplifier. So what do we get from this? What are my opinions and thoughts? Well, this has to be the best small bedroom amp that I've ever played. The tones for a 3-inch speaker sound really good, and it is exceptionally loud. The tones that you can get from it are great. The delay function on it, that sounds absolutely phenomenal. And if I want to hook this up to my Fender Mustang 4 and use the speaker from that with the emulated line out, it sounds amazing. No need for an effect pedal. Just plonk this on the top, plug it in to the emulated line out, plug it into my auxiliary socket on the Fender, and away we go. This is a fantastic amp. Now, even mic'd up, you heard those results. Mic'd up in a small sort of room like this, recording direct into a laptop, it sounds brilliant. For £60, you're not going to get a better small bedroom amp than this. So if you're on a budget, or you have neighbours that you know, you particularly get on well with and you don't wish to offend, get one of these. Don't forget, you can also plug in headphones and play quietly just to yourself. I recommend one of these absolutely and wholeheartedly. Now, there are many retailers that stock these. I got this one on Amazon. I believe Toman do them. Well, that's all from me today, guys, at the moment. I do want to say hello to all of the new subscribers that have come along. I hope you find something in this channel that you will like. If you're new here and you've just seen this video via the YouTube algorithm, please do like and subscribe if you do like the content that I'm pushing out. And if you do wish to help this channel out, then there are links down below in the description where you can become a patron, you can make a one-off donation at PayPal, or you can go along to my Teespring store and buy a t-shirt. All of that gets ploughed back in to gear for review for this channel. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. You take care, and I'll see you again very soon.